I am excited about AI, but it has echoes to a lot of things in the past. Not only the frictionless of social media, which we've talked about, but another element is during COVID when we realized, COVID's complicated, but we did realize, okay, we can do some of these things we can do online, but a lot of them we can't. And I feel like some of this AI goes back to the COVID lesson learned of it, if you'll allow me the exaggeration again, kids under the age of 18 cannot learn online. Well, whatever, 5% can. Almost all kids need that old school instruction. We learned that. We learned that not all meetings can be online. Not all deals can be closed online. Not all relationships
can be maintained
online. Not all cultures can be done remotely. And so here's AI, and it does have great promise, which I'm excited to be a part of. We won't have a choice but to be a part of.
We already are. I mean, we love it. I mean, I love it.
Yeah.
I do love AI. I just don't miss AI when I'm not on it.
It's not going to replace the difficult work. It's going to help with a lot of the things that humans do and make us better, but it's not going to replace some of the highest level troubleshooting. I don't know that it will ever, and I think I'll stand by this, I don't know that it will ever be able to determine a business strategy, because business strategy is for a particular company, one company, and the large learning model is learning from all companies. And so it's like an average can't ever tell you how
right. It's going to tell everybody in the same industry to do the same thing.
Right. And so then it's not a strategy.
Right.
And it can't, I don't think it can get, we are a small consultancy of organizational behavior in Houston, Texas, with a lot of Texas-based healthcare clients, but also first responders and a car,
yeah, we have a bunch of random ones.
And so it's not the answer. AI is going to be awesome. Not the answer.
Well,
and I feel like
a tool.
It's a tool, but I feel like all this reminds me of the internet, and it reminds me of social media, and it reminds me of Zoom in the sense that there's this overwhelming promise. I think it's Scott Galloway who says that in the short term, we always overhype a technological change and underestimate its long-term effects.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it takes a while to even just see the applications.
Yeah. You'll always have to invest time and blood, sweat, tears, if you let me use that metaphor. You always have to invest time and energy in your people and helping them feel connected to you and to the organization. And there will never be a tool that replaces that.
I agree with that. I will also say that, however, you would be crazy to not be leveraging AI to help you be better and to learn to be better and to basically make your job more interesting by working at a higher level. You'd be crazy not to use AI for that.
Yeah.
Stop being afraid of it. It's probably not going to, we don't think it's going to take your job. We could be wrong. We're people on the internet.
Well, I think it takes I don't know a good word to say, somewhat crappy jobs. It takes a lot of call center jobs away. It probably takes paralegal jobs away.
For the people who don't continue to up their game, but you could be in a call center and learn to do the more technical things,
sure.
harder things.
Yeah, and it's going to create, it's already created for us jobs that we didn't know existed, where we used to pay for SEO help, search engine optimization. Now we're paying for GEO help, generative engine optimization. So it's creating these whole new jobs that didn't exist. Just so many, like technology tends to do. I mean, we're definitely not the first to observe this.
Sure. It's reshuffling.
Yep.
But my point is that, stop being afraid and figure out how to use it.
Yeah, I remember, it's been a while now, but I remember some of the places we worked a long time ago when they forced the last organizations, healthcare organizations, forced to go to electronic records were rural hospitals. some of the last. So the big companies were electronic a long time ago. And when they finally forced the rural hospitals, there were excellent providers that said, that's it, I quit. Because they'd worked long enough and they didn't want to go from the paper charting, which they were accustomed to the...
Sure. Yeah. We knew a number who wouldn't even answer their emails because that just wasn't something that they did.
Yeah. I think our advice would be, don't be like that with this technology. Stick around. I think it's going to be a fun ride. I think that all of us, we are going to have to pay attention to who loses their jobs and how they get retrained and what opportunities might be available. But we've seen in the last 5 or 6 years since COVID, in a very good economy, it basically has allowed a ton of people doing low-paid work that was difficult to either be able to move into other types of work for more money and not as grueling, or enabled or forced even some of the organizations that we were with to pay those people a lot more. And has that been a dislocation? Yes. Has that caused uncertainty? Yes. But it's been better for the employee. And most of the companies that we've been with have successfully adapted to that. I wouldn't be surprised if AI does something similar.
All right. That's all we got to say on AI, and not being
for today
the answer we think it is, or we think you think it is.
Or even we think sometimes it is.
I said that. Yep. I said the we part first.
Yep. Not the answer. Well, Lord knows we'll probably talk a bunch more about AI in the years ahead.
Because I do enjoy myself.
I know you love it. I know you love it.
All right.
So I don't have to worry about you falling in love with the ChatGPT.
Nope. But you have competition for compliments.
You're falling in like with it. That's right. It's resetting your bar.
You don't speak as nice to me as AI does.
Thank you for that feedback. I really appreciate your excellent feedback.
It's true. I give it an idea, and you pull it apart, and AI says, that's a really
great
good idea. Here's the information you need.
You may not be in love with AI, but it's making you like your husband less.
All right. If you enjoyed the episode, which if you made it this far, you did. So subscribe.
Yep. All right. See you next time.
See you next time.